today a Muslim NGO called for presidential candidate Dr. Carson to step down because of his anti-Muslim stand. He said that he does not believe a Muslim should be a president. What's the White House reaction to that?
Well, I hadn't seen that statement. Obviously, Dr. Carson doesn't hold any position, so I'm not sure what he could step down from. But I think.
They meant to withdraw from the race.
Oh, withdraw from the race. Well, I think what is clear is that, and this goes to something that we talked about in this room quite a bit on Friday, which is that we have seen not just a tendency but a willingness on the part of some successful Republican politicians. And let's face it, Dr. Carson in many of the polls ranks second or third. So at least in the last few months, he's been quite successful in elevating his status in the Republican Party. And we've seen a willingness on the part of many of those candidates to countenance offensive views, all in pursuit of political support. And in the case of the Republican primary, in the pursuit of votes. And, I think what's particularly disappointing to many observers, including me, is that we haven't seen a significant outcry from all of the other candidates in the Republican race. And it's for the same reason, because they're chasing for the same votes. And the fact is, this is not something that's consistent with the values of the vast majority of Americans. And ironically enough, I actually do think that the views articulated by Dr. Carson are entirely inconsistent with the Constitution that does actually guarantee the freedom of religion in this country. So ultimately, there will be consequences. And certainly those views will be taken into account by voters, both in the primary but also in the general election. Okay, Justin.